Hello listeners, welcome to the fifth program in our series Let's Learn History, which is produced for grade 9 learners and anybody else who has an interest in the subject. My name is Ronald Krotz. Today we are going to talk about communism. Please have a pen and a notebook ready so that you can make notes of the important points. And don't forget to take part in the quiz at the end of the program. Now, just like countries are organized and run politically with different political systems, they are also organized economically. They are choosing either one economic system or they choose to combine two economic systems called a mixed economic system. However, there is one system that includes both a political organization and an economic organization of a certain country, and that is called communism. I hope this lesson will clearly explain more on communism. At the end of the program, you should be able to first define the term communism. Secondly, list the basic features of communism. And thirdly, give examples of countries that practice communism.
Hi, Divine. I'm so happy to see you. Mr. Krotz said that today we are going to do revision on the topics that we raised as topics of concern. He will start with communism, and I really do not understand that topic.
Ooh, Angelina, that makes two of us. Let's run because it's almost time to start now.
Yes, let's go.
Good morning, class. Today is our revision lesson, and we are going to start with communism. Is there any specific thing we should start with about our topic communism?
Good morning, Mr. Krotz. Yes, please. Can you please define the term communism?
Thank you, Angelina. Communism is an economic system and it refers to when a country generates and shares its wealth equally.
Sir, what are the main features of communism?
Great question, Divine. The features of communism can be divided into two categories: the economic features and the political features of communism. Now let's first start with the economic features. The economic features, there is no private ownership of resources, meaning everything belongs to the government. That's the first important one. Secondly, it is a classless society, meaning everyone is equal. Thirdly, all credits are centralized in the hands of the state bank. Or fourthly, education is free and jobs are assigned by the state. Those ones are the economic features. Then the second part, the political features of communism. It is a single party state, meaning no opposition parties in the state. Secondly, it is ruled by one leader with dictatorial powers. Thirdly, there is no parliament. The top party members make decisions. And lastly, it promotes world revolutions.
Wow. Okay. That's very interesting and a good system indeed. So, do I understand correctly that education is just for free and that jobs are given by the state?
Exactly. However, some people reason that on the other side, it is not good since there is no parliament and people are being ruled by a leader like a dictator.
That's very true, sir. But, Mr. Krotz, which countries practice communism?
Good question, Divine. The countries that practice communism are China, Laos, North Korea, Vietnam, and Cuba. Russia was the first country to use communism, but now have adopted some features to capitalism.
Wow, this is all really great to know, sir. We appreciate your efforts so much. You explained all the important points to us very well.
You are welcome, Angelina. I hope you'll be able to respond well in the examination to the questions based on this lesson. Can you briefly summarize what we have learned today?
Of course, sir. Today we have learnt the definition of the term communism, basic features of communism, as well as examples of countries that practice communism.
Thank you so much. And that brings us to the end of today's program. But before we say goodbye, here is your question for the day. How did communism affect the lives of the people in countries that practice it? Explain your answer. That is for 4 marks. Thank you very much. From myself, Ronald Krotz, the program developer, Yul van Harte, and the Namcol production crew, thanks again for listening. Until tomorrow, take care.
This program was brought to you by Namcol with funding from the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture and the Commonwealth of Learning.